What's going on, party people? We're back with some more Revival 3. That's right. This was a set that was sent to me by a Discord buddy / deathcore enthusiast, Iceberg, who is Coco King on the left here. Going up against Big Greg with the custom avatar. I don't know anything about this player. Probably pretty good if they have a custom avatar. That's always my rule. Doesn't necessarily mean they're good in this tier, but they're good in A tier, which means they're a pretty good game. But yeah, I got a set. I don't know anything about what's going on here, so we're just gonna hop right into it. Actually, I'm gonna zoom out a tiny bit just so I can see the pause button there in case I have to pause. Okay, here we go. Metagross against the Tyranitar. Tar is gonna want to get out of there, you'd think. Skarmory comes in on the expected Meteor Mash. Yeah, no surprises there. And oh, there's a Magneton in the back. That's probably enough damage to take it out. Oh, unless they might get out of range with the Protect here. Really depends on what item the Magneton is holding here. And it's probably Magnet, and that takes out the Skarm. They just stand and go for another one on the Metagross here as they Agility up. If they have Earthquake, then this is a dead Magneton. But Claydol comes out, and they do have Earthquake after all. Gengar comes out for Iceberg, and the Magneton comes back out, which has kind of done its job already. And it just dies to a Fire Punch. Claydol comes back out, probably looking to spin these rocks, but there's a Gengar in its way, so it might click Psychic here, which is what they do against the Starmie switching in by Iceberg. Big Greg probably doesn't want to take a Hydro Pump, but they do, after all, just to get the spin off. But I mean, Skarm's dead, so they're not getting the spike back. Suicune comes out on the Ice Beam. Hopefully this Starmie doesn't have T-Bolt for Big Greg's sake here. Snorlax comes out just to scout the T-Bolt. Turns out Iceberg does have T-Bolt on the Starmie. Metagross comes back out on the Earthquake, just sacks. Maybe expecting a normal move there. Gengar comes out. Might try to Will-O-Wisp this thing, or maybe make a prediction on the switch. Claydol comes out, and they just click T-Bolt, actually, so there you go. Who knows how much that would have done. And Hidden Power Grass? You'd think if it's Ice, we'll find out right now. You'd think. Oh, Ice Punch, of course. Forgot Gengar got that for a sec there. Yep. Snorlax comes out. A -1 attack. If this Gengar has Boom, then... Oh, I guess it doesn't have Boom, and we've seen all 4 moves that it has. Starmie comes back out. Not looking good for Iceberg. Really depends on what they have in the back. And Tar comes back out on the Snorlax. I said not looking good. I guess they got the damage they needed on the Snorlax here, so maybe they are looking good here. Metagross just going to... Oh, it takes a Meteor Mash. Okay. This Tar was EV'd to live that. But it's not going to take a follow-up Earthquake on this. So Leftovers Metagross. Yes, it is. Gengar comes back out. Takes out the Fire Punch. Can Suicune get it done at 93%? Probably not. I mean, it's going to take a T-Volt. Calm Mind's up. Oh, they might get out of this. I mean, again, it really depends on what Iceberg has in the back here. Another T-Bolt. No crit. Here's the rest. They might switch here, depending on what's in the back. It's a Jolteon. That's a good Pokemon to have in this situation. T-Bolt, 32%, and the Suicune's going to be waking up pretty soon. Doesn't have Sleep Talk either. Oh, and there's the crit on the T-Bolt. Kind of fishing for that. That's sort of what you had to do for Iceberg in this case. That kind of stuff is bound to happen. I don't think... I guess I can't see the rest of the chat here, but yeah, Iceberg wins game 1. Pretty close game, I must say. Let's see what's in store. Let's see what's in store for game 2. All right, game 2. Iceberg is up 1-0. Iceberg on the left, Big Greg on the right. Let's see what's going on here. Okay, so Tar lead against Tar lead, classic. And, oh, just stays in, takes the Brick Break. Yep. I mean, you know, sometimes you find yourself in that position just playing chicken. Salamence comes back out. And that Tar switches out on the Intimidate. And Salamence just DDs up on the Swampert. Can't really take this thing out in one hit. So they switch out into Registeel, I do wonder if this is the Z Panther offense team. No, me and him were talking about that on Discord there. Seismic Toss into the Skarm for Big Greg. Yeah, it's definitely a Z Panther team. Charizard comes out. Definitely can click Fire Blast here. This Charizard does not have HP Grass, which is important to note for the Swampert. If it's the exact same team, it's actually packing HP Ice. Registeel comes back out. I find when I use this team, Registeel is like kind of the main thing you have to deal with Starmie, especially if it's packing Ice Beam. Tar comes back out, takes the Para, not Lumberry. So it's probably not a DD Tar, and it just takes the Superpower and dies. Yeah, this Registeel does run Superpower on this team. Definitely switching out here on the Swampert. Metagross comes in. This Metagross is packing HP Grass, but just dies to a crit Hydro Pump. I like to think that crit mattered. Registeel comes out. Skarm blows up, does 51%. And Charizard on the follow-up here goes for the Fire Blast. And it looks like Iceberg is going to be stuck with just that one spike on his end. No spinner on this Z Panther team either. Hydro Pump Starmie just takes it out. Starmie's such a big problem to this team, I find. It's a speed tie with Raikou if it's max speed, which I guess Starmie usually isn't. But, I mean, Regice is a big problem too. I swear I just had this a very similar matchup on the ladder with this team like half an hour ago. T-Bolt, and you got a paralyzed Raikou. This Raikou doesn't have sub, it's actually running Crunch. So, and just takes the boom. Might as well blow up if you're up 4-2 at that point. So, Mens comes out. It's not going to take an Ice Beam, so it's safe to say this is good game. Yup. Tough match for Iceberg. This team struggles with Starmie, I've noticed. You really have to conserve that Registeel. It's... Yeah, I know. I like using this team a lot, but doesn't handle Starmie all that well. And we are going to a game 3 to decide who wins this one. I don't think Iceberg won is round 1 Swiss, so honestly, I don't really know how this works in Revival. I don't even know if we get a week 3 in Swiss. I'm just assuming I'm not getting there, but either way, you got to think Iceberg's going to want to win this to keep give him a chance to keep his tournament going. Again, I'm not sure how this goes, but yeah, let's go into match 3. All right, here we go. Game 3. Iceberg versus Big Greg. Swiss round 2. Here we go. Let's get it. Salamence lead against a Starmie. Okay, and oh, it just brings in the mag. Cool. If this is Magnet Mag, looks like it is. Yep, so 1 spike. Pretty decent start for Iceberg, I must say. Blissey comes out. This could be Big 5. Could be V5 as well. We'll see. Snorlax comes out. Good bring on the Seismic Toss. Blissey's probably going to want to get out of here, you'd think. On the Focus Punch. But a Gengar comes in. Yeah. Okay, good switch by Big Greg. This Gengar's threatening the Will-O-Wisp here. Oh, but the Guts Machamp. Very nice bring by Iceberg. Good play. Now, I don't know how this thing's gonna take a hit against a Gengar. They switched to Swampert anyways. On the Hidden Power Ghost? Probably Ghost, you'd think. Good coverage there. Protect from the Swampert on the Cross Chop. That Cross Chop's gonna do a lot. That's a Guts boosted Machamp, but it is taking burn damage, which is doing more than it's getting back from leftovers. Bulk up on the Gengar. Ooh, this might be close. A T-Bolt, 38%. I think it's going to take a T-Bolt. Yeah, it takes it. And the Hidden Power Ghost will take out the Gengar. So if he's got a spinner in the back, get rid of that spike. But Machamp goes down. But that Snorlax with Focus Punch, I don't know. It might get some things on Switch. But I mean, the Salamence has Brick Break, so they can deal with the Tyranitar. Blissey goes down and an Aerodactyl comes out. It's a fast-paced game so far. Earthquake, that's Choice Banded and not the berry. I forgot the name of the attack-boosting berry. It's not Pataya, but I forget. Let me know in the comments what it is. Cursing up on another Swampert here. So Cursed Swampert versus... it's a Hydro Pump. Probably got Earthquake as well. And Iceberg has Earthquake and goes for it there. Protect. Is that going to get out of range here of a second one? Here's the Hydro Pump, not in torrent range. Ice Beam. And just clicks it again. That's torrent boosted, but lives. Ooh, but that might be a tough curse because now they hit the Hydro Pump. Yeah, Swampert goes down. So a bit of a tough exchange for Iceberg there. Snorlax comes back out of torrent range from the Hydro Pump, so Snorlax should be eating this pretty well. Body Slam, it would have been interesting if they went for the curse there. So his leftovers. We've seen... Oh, we got Self-Destruct, okay, on the Tar. Tar's weakened here, and there's a Metagross in the back. Cool looking team from Iceberg. Mono blue, it looks like. I guess Machamp's bluish gray. Goes for the agility. This might be what he needs. Goes for Earthquake. No raise, unfortunately. I think he needed that raise to take down this Swampert. Swampert of Earthquake, though. Gotta think. Oh, and they double on the Magneton. Takes the T-Bolt. No para. Kills it with an Earthquake. I kind of think maybe we would have seen a DD there. Especially since there's a Salamence in the back that can just intimidate afterwards. Hidden Power Flying takes it out. Very close match here. Arrow comes out. Probably going to click Rock Move. No, goes for double and gets a crit. Don't know if that crit mattered. Oh yeah, that's just going to finish off the Metagross, who's down to 12%. So Big Greg takes the set. Again, custom avatar. That's usually, at least in my opinion, that's always like, oh no, might be dealing with a good player here. But yeah. Anyways, great effort by Iceberg, and yeah, thanks for sending over the submission as well for me to commentate. Hope you enjoyed the video here today, and yeah, thanks for watching. Peace.